For more free videos, go to zeroxbilliards.com. All the videos are organized so learning the game of pool has never been easier. From fundamentals to kicking, banking, breaking, and cue ball control, we have all the videos you need to supercharge your game. Now we're going to be discussing low action, and a lot of players have issues when it comes to drawing the cue ball. For instance, in this situation, we have to draw the cue ball back to the side rail for a shot on the 8-ball. This is an example of hitting softer on the cue ball, but using low action to control the speed. And once you're comfortable using low action, shots like this will become much easier to control. But when most players attempt finesse shots like this with draw, their cue ball comes off the object ball flat, like this. And just like with high action, they may not be aiming at the right part of the cue ball. When they are aiming low, from their perspective it appears that they are striking the cue ball well below center, but similar to aiming high, only part of the tip is going to be striking the cue ball when using low. So here we can see that even though they are aiming low, only the top part of the tip will be striking the cue ball. So here we can see that they are actually striking the cue ball near center, which results in very little draw, if any. But if I move their tip down here, now when the tip strikes the cue ball, we should be getting plenty of draw. Here I'm attempting to draw the 9-ball back, but I'm not striking very low on the 9-ball. So you can see that it has very little energy after impact with the object ball. But now I'm going to be striking the 9-ball much lower, and you can see how many revolutions the 9-ball now has, so it's able to draw back without a problem. And here are a few things to remember when performing an effective draw shot. Stay away from gripping the cue too tightly. Try to make sure your grip pressure is light, and maintain that same pressure throughout the stroke. Accelerate through the cue ball to remove any hesitation prior to impact. One of the main reasons people miscue when striking the cue ball this low is that they tighten up right before impact with the cue ball. This tightening up of the grip may cause your cue stick to move off the aiming line, resulting in not enough draw or a miscue. Keep the cue as level as possible. It may not be possible to avoid having an angle on the cue stick, but you want to minimize that angle as much as possible. And finally, try to keep your head still throughout the stroke. Any movement prior to impact with the cue ball may result in a mishit. And you may want to gradually work your way up to striking the cue ball this low. For instance, find where you normally would strike the cue ball for draw, and begin striking the cue ball right below this point. Once you're comfortable striking the cue ball this low, then move the tip down just a bit more. So you'll be gradually striking the cue ball lower and lower. And it may take several practice sessions before you are comfortable striking the cue ball with maximum low. Now if you have to power draw a shot, for instance here, I had to draw the cue ball back for the 9-ball. In this situation I wouldn't strike the cue ball as low as possible for low action, simply because when you are powering the shot it's very difficult to hit the cue ball exactly where you are aiming. So if I mishit the shot even a little bit, it could result in a miscue. So instead I'm not going to aim quite as low, and I'm going to put a bigger stroke on the cue ball. Also, remember to keep your tip well chalked. As mentioned earlier, only the sides of the tip will be making contact with the cue ball. So make sure this area has plenty of chalk before performing a draw shot. And when you start practicing your draw stroke, start by doing simple drills where you're only drawing the cue ball back a few inches. You need to find out how softly you can strike the cue ball and still draw it back. This is a drill where you practice drawing the cue ball back using the diamonds. And here my cue ball is at the second diamond and the object ball is at the first diamond. I'll then practice trying to draw back to the second diamond. Then once I'm consistent at this distance, I'll practice trying to draw back 2 diamonds, then 3, and so on. And as you progress, eventually you'll want to start moving the cue ball farther away from the object ball. Spend some time practicing the draw shot. It's one of the most important shots in pool, but it's also one of the toughest to master. To watch more free videos like this one, we set up a page that is filled with free videos covering every aspect of pool. All the free videos are organized by topic, so learning this great game of pool has never been easier. I put a link in the description that takes you directly to this webpage.